Hello and welcome to lesson 1 of our unit on the periodic table. So do you remember months ago talking about this periodic table in chapter 5? We had just covered protons and neutrons and electrons and atomic numbers, atomic masses, average atomic masses. And then we moved into 5.4 on the periodic table. And we talked about trins, and we talked about some of the families, such as those alkali metals and the alkaline metals and halogens and those noble gases. Well, now we're going to come back and look at some additional things on this periodic table, particularly what's called periodic trins. But before we can do that, we need to make sure that you still understand some of those concepts from chapter 5. And so the whole purpose of lesson 1 is to do a little bit of review. We'll throw a few things in, like talking about this guy here and how he created the first periodic table looking something like this. Looks a little bit different than our current periodic table, but, well, had pretty similarities, some big similarities to it. We'll also kind of review those electron configurations from our previous unit, chapter 13, and see how that ties in. We've already kind of touched base on that, as we've seen that elements in the same family have similar endings of their electron configurations, and we'll talk about this thing called valence electrons. So the main purpose of lesson 1 is to review and make sure that we're all on the same page as we segue into lesson 2 on periodic trins. So for now, let's see what you remember from a few months past. Good luck!